color of the background color. We want to give it a bit of, okay, this is fine. I think this is okay. So that done. So we go to our layer. Then we come back, of course, to the coloring app and pick. Can we work with this shade of color? Let's see. So you have something like this. Okay, so that's good. So let's start the tutorial. So you can start creating. You can see how I'm making those slight strokes. Now, sometimes you okay, correct that. You need to reduce it a bit so that you can see the complete canvas. So you make strokes like that. So we are developing the fours. So we want to make this the center. So this goes like this. So that hairbrush is a very lovely tool. And so we want to start making strokes like this. Okay. Okay. As you go on, okay, just notice how I am making those strokes. So you keep making those strokes round. So you might just want to stop for now. Okay, we can just expand this a bit. Okay, so we are almost there. Not totally. One. So that done, we would just simply, you want to give it some light tone so you can make it a bit, give it a bit more yellowish. Okay, yes, you had a bit of yellow. Go here, bam, make it a bit brighter. So we want to come to the edges also and just do something like this. So it gives it a shiny, okay, that's lovely. Shiny gold effect, something like that. Just not exactly gold, but it just gives us that. Okay, so we want to come here also and just give it some markings. Okay, so this goes like this too. So the top edges also, we want to just cover, make sure that we cover all the, okay, so beautiful. So we want to come here also and just do the same thing around the edges. This is it. Okay, just close up the, okay, that looks, so we want to stop there for now. That looks beautiful too. Now, so that done, uh, we would now go to our pen. We just want to mark out some portions of it. So we go to us. Okay, we look for the pen. So we have here sketching collection in the brush library. So let's see, this is inking, inking. We'll come back to this, but let's first of all work with the sketch. We just want to make sketches, then we'll perfect the lines. So we want to work with the Narinda pencils. This Narinda pencil in the sketching brush collection. So We now want to just mark out the face of this creature. So we do, okay, it's still on, let's choose black. So we just want to sketch. So we make this like this, just to mark it out a bit. Okay. So that's looking a bit. Don't bother yourself about the mistakes you make. So you can always correct it by, okay, so this can go like this. This can also go like this. All right. So it can come like this. Make line like that. Okay. Also come here and also do the same. Okay. So right there in the middle, we want to give it, we'll create the eyes. So you can go like this, press and hold to give a very clean, straight line. With the Apple Pencil, you go around. That's a bit too wide. Okay. Go around, press and hold. It's to do it again. Okay, so that looks a bit better. Okay, so we want to go around again, press and hold to give a straight line, to give it a very smooth line. Okay, then right there in the middle, just the pupil, press and hold. It gives you, go around again, press and hold. Now that looks good. So we want to mark, just give it some mark here, okay? Straight, you know. Okay, that looks a bit good. Okay, so we want to just cover up that angle. So we can go like this also. It's critical to cover it up. You can go like this. Okay. Okay. Then you go like this. And that looks okay. You can go like this again and form another one. Okay, this can come like this too. Okay. So you can go again and just give it a repeated pattern, something like that. Okay. So now we want to just try and, so this can come like this and give it some kind of, okay, straight line like that. Then, okay, another curve, just correct it. Okay, no, it's too, okay, get back to it. Straighten this, then go like that, bam. Okay, it's too small. Hey, ah, so we want to give it a bit of, okay, okay. So what we want to do now is just, we'll connect this. Use our eraser tool to just make it beautiful. Don't worry about it. You will still straighten all the lines later. This is just a sketch. Okay. So, so now let's go straight line and curve it a little bit, break it, and just you want to work some magic now. Okay, then go like this. Just go. Okay, that looks good. So we come here. Let's give it some pattern. Hey, you'll see why I'm doing this in a moment. Okay, so that gives it a mark there. Okay, so you can come here again and do something like this. Okay, connect this like this, then goes like this. Give a wobbly sound sign. Then of course we can come back like this. Just do that. Okay, right here you can just do something. Let's carve out some more shapes. This comes like this, illustrates line, curve like that, okay? So that looks good. All right. Mm, let's use our eraser tool. I think this is a bit too far. You guilty about using all these tools, so don't bother your head. We want to, it looks like the nose is a bit far from where I want it to be. So you can go here and just go around and select this with the freehand tool. Then you come back, you select it. So you can move it up a little bit. Yeah, so bam, that looks good. All right, so that looks better. So you come back again and pick on the same tool. We're still using the Narinda pencil, so come here. Okay, so that looks good. We want to give this a bit of a mark also and just, okay, just connect this back. All right, so, okay, so let's do this also. Erase this portion, erase this portion also. So we want to do something like this, just to make it a bit more wider. So, okay, so that looks good. Back this also and just give it a line in between to connect. Okay, so don't bother. I said we'll straighten everything later. So this goes like this. Mark it a bit more. This comes like this. So we're giving it more expression. The expression of this jungle animal is coming out fierce. We're giving it the eyes, that fierce look. It's starting to come out. All right, so that looks okay. You take this again. You want to just erase this portion. Just bring this down a little bit, then it curves. Yeah. So you have this just faintly, move smoothly around it. Okay. So we have a straight line like that. This looks good. Don't worry that we'll straighten everything later. Just so now that we have this, now let's just do some more work. So we pick it from the nose section just around here. We want to just go around. You might need to make corrections, so don't bother your head. So let's give it that ape ape feel. Okay. So we're going to come here also and do the same thing. I'm going to erase this a bit. Just a bit. Don't worry, we'll cover it up later. So this can go like, let's erase more. Okay. This also goes like this, and comes around, bam. So we want to give it some lip. So come up also under, we'll do this. Okay, so the face is coming out better. Okay, so our hip is coming out. So this is the, you can just mark this line a bit. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we are gradually getting there. So now we want to just make it close this up. All right, close this up. Okay, so you come around here, just mark this out a bit. Okay, so you come here also and do some justice to it. Okay, that looks good too. Then you come like this also, then you run it. Bring some more effects to it. Okay. All right. So we want to connect this a bit. Looks disjointed a bit, so just come up here. Just erase. Hmm. So that looks good. So you come here, erase this portion. Like I said, don't don't bother about it. We'll make it neat in the moment. So you come this way again. All right, so that looks good. All right, so now we're getting close to see a jungle animal in full shape. So let's come back here. We want to use the, you come back here, take your brush, go to your brush collection again and pick the the inking brush collection. And so we want to pick on the Baskerville uh, pen. So we'll just go. So reduce it a bit, it's too thick. Reduce the brush size a bit. So we want to just run through the lines. Okay, make it neater. Make it too thick. Just bring it down a bit more. So we'll run through it again. Now you be careful. Develop shaky hands. All right, so this looks good. So okay, so you can do this also. Connect it. Make this also cover the rough lines. Good. So we want to do the same here. So you come to the eyes also. Just do the same thing. Cover up the rough. So yeah, you just want to mark this again. I love using this pencil a lot, this particular brush rather, because of the kind of effect it gives me. So we want to do the same thing for the inner eyes. Okay, close it up. Ensure that your lines are perfectly closed because when we get to the coloring aspect, you don't begin to have troubles. So that looks good. Okay, okay, so you come here, make this neat also. Okay, I think we need to correct that. Goes this way. Okay, and bam. Okay. Come here also, and it keeps going. Then bam. All right. And so I come to the okay now. Come here again. Go around. We might still come back to this in a moment, but let's still just cover that up here. So this goes like this. Maintains that. Mhm. It's surely going to be a big ape. Come around here also, then cover up the lines. Okay, so this comes this way. All right, bam. So we want to do this also for the top lip. Okay, come under here and just mark this place out. Do the same here. Okay, so we want to just do the same here. Okay, that looks good. Come here also, then you mark it out. Let's make it cleaner. Okay, so you come here also too. Just do that. Bam. All right. So you work on the eyes also and just correct it. Let's come from and make it a complete. All right. And go for the inner eye, the eyeballs. Bam. Okay. And so you come also in the inner eye and bam. Press and hold. So you come here also and just give it a mark. Okay, so our fierce looking ape is Imagine. All right, come here also and cover it up. Now, if you observe, you see that the markings I'm giving at the edges is to give it that map effect. Okay, so it's beginning to look like, if you notice the shape, it's taking the shape of the map of Africa. So you can also give this some slight effect like that. So right here in the mouth area also you can just give it a greeting. Just give it that kind of mappy look. Okay. So you can come here also and just do something like this. Right? So we are beginning to see the shape of the map with the face. Okay, so yeah, it looks yes, all right, so we can just connect another line here, connect another line here. Yeah, so that is beginning to look just exactly as I wanted it to be. All right, okay. So we want to come here now. I told you we're going to come back here, so we just do some more erasing here. So here, we're going to just mark this place out also. Okay. Here also, we'll just give it a bit of a mark. Okay. All right. So now that we've come out with this, so we want to go back to the palette. We'll go back to the hair styling brush we used initially, then go to hair details. All right. So we want to make this a bit broad. So we'll come back here to put some more ape, give it some more hair. So you can just cover up all the sides. Just gonna put it up there. This is, don't worry about it. Just keep giving it some strokes like that. We're still going to come back to that particular pencil, or the inking pencil, or the ink, or the ink pen. And I told you it's going to be a big ape, so it's fierce looking already. I'm scared of it already. I'm shaking in my pants. All right, so let's see again. So we'll come here also and just give it that stroke. You can go like this also, just to create more. Okay, okay. So we can come back here and just let's try and give it a sharper orange feel. Make it bright here. Give it some more light. Mm. Yeah, something like that. So we can come by the edges again and just do this. Just give it a kind of just beautiful touches around the edges. And so don't worry if you make any mistake, you can still just okay. So you go back to the deep brown, just you want to touch some portions also. Just make you blend it together somehow. So everything. So you just touch it around like that. Okay, so let's give it some more. Touch on the edges also. Just give it some more. uh, for uh, yeah. So you can just come here and just cover it up. So this is going to be covered up too. So that looks to the edge of the mouth. Also, just you just want to cover up the lines a bit. So it's coming out. So you go back to your pen. Let's go back to the Bakersfield inking pen. Okay. We want to pick black again and just close this up a bit. Um, yeah, so okay, so now we want to just we need some more space on the on the canvas. So you come here, canvas, size, crop and size. So you pick it. We want to expand it a bit more. So it gives us some more space. Then we bring this down a bit. Okay, I think that's okay. Click done. Okay, that gives us some more space. All right, and so okay, so we're getting there. So now you take the inking brush again, right? And we just okay, let's go back and just complete the fours. Come back here, go back to here. Hair styling, the hair details, okay? You pick on yeah, we can even make use of some black also. Just to give it some light strokes round around the edges like that. Just around the some areas like that. Just use some black touch around some areas. So don't make it to this look. So you see this also. Just give it some touch around, some black touch to cover some portions. Okay, so that's good. Just touch it in some portions. So okay. Mhm. All right, so that's So we want to come. Okay, I think we should just touch some edges more. Okay, all right. That okay. So we want to let's add some yellow to it. Yellow. So we can put some yellow effects too. Yeah, somewhat. Okay, let's just go around it small. Yeah, we can pick some orange, make it more orange looking. Okay, just give it, let's give it some touch here. Brush. Things. Give it some brown feel. Okay, and so we're getting closer to the to the end. We'll speed it up a bit. So we want to go back to this color. Mm, okay, so let's burn this a bit. Let's give it that like mixed color kind of effect. So now we'll just take some purple. We want to just touch some of the. Oh, yeah, okay, it's fine. Now let's go here. It's it's a good looking heap. So now we can start approaching to touch some portions here. Okay, so let's widen it a bit. Extend it a bit. Want to take a lighter version of it also and just go bam. That gives us just lighten this portion too. So not everything will be deep. Lighten this place too. Just some more strokes there. And make it. Let's go back to our black also and just here put some strokes to it. Just blend everything in. So it gives us that. Go to the brown. Just stroke it around like that. So everything just blends into one another. Okay, so now go back to the show to the back view, then to the inking, then of course back view. Okay, so we are not done yet. So we want to make sure we cover this up. It's for a specific reason. Okay, so we do this also, cover this up. We do this also and just cover this place up also. So it doesn't affect our map. Drawing is just a combination of shapes. Okay, so I think we are good to go. Cover this up here also. Just confirming to make sure that there are no loopholes left. Okay, so just go walk through all the streets and just make sure that they are well closed up. Okay, now so we can come here and just give it a shot. All right, so let's go here. We have to move fast now. So we go here. So we just we can pick it up from here and just do okay. Oh no, it's too far. Okay, then bam. So, so, so we can give this another tip here. Okay. Want to come here also and just do something like bam. Okay. Give it something here. Bam. Let's take this out of the way. So this looks, so you come here again and just give it a touch. Bam. Then come, that goes round, of course. And just comes here again, okay, and go. Bam. All right. So that gives us some shape. All right, so we have okay, don't forget to tape it here also. Give it a right down. Good shot. So here also we're going to come and just do some shape-like structures around the core, uh, the neck area of the shirt. Close this up and just do this. Come here also and just give it some kind of nice, let it spill and just do something like this. Come here again and just give it some very lovely shape and close that up also. Okay, so you can come here, give it shape this place too, cover it up. All right, then. So you can come here also and just do something like this. That's the beauty of this particular pen is that you can form very lovely awkward shapes. So you can connect that also. Move this out of the way. Also come here also and just go around. It's a lot of work, but don't bother. We are getting to our destination. So you come here and just give it that kind of. All right, you can come here also and just create something around the shape here. Okay, so I think we are getting close to it. It's quite a big shape. Yeah. So you want to come here now and just want to give it some hair. Since it's a big ape, we might just need some kind of size kind of hair. So we come here also and just do this. We come to the other side also and just start from here and also do the same thing. Quite big. So okay, I think that looks a bit better. So you give it a tick, kind of movement. Okay, so you can close it up there. Sure. That also here. To that. And so you can come and just give it a mark again and just come here also and just give it some mark on that. All right, so we have in our hands some kind of wild beast. All right, I haven't done that. Let's come here and do this also. So it gives it that cartoony kind of effect. That's why I told you about this lovely tool, the Baskerville kind of pen. So you can just come here and give it a cartoonish feel. So you can come here also and just give it the same kind of come here also and just do the same. Let's give it so it makes the four. It gives it a four like cartoonish feel. Mm. We're going to cover up all the sides. So come back to the. Okay, let's be done with this first. Okay. So you go around like that. Just play around. Yep. So that gives us some. So you can come here also and just give it some kind of for like kind of mark. Makes it slide down like that. And just you see, you can slide down just to give it some kind of. So make sure you don't overdo it. So So right here in the edges, so you can just come and do this. Come down here and just do have this kind of movement. Still gonna knit it up, so don't worry. So we just give it that cartoonish feel. All right, so let's go back to our brushing and just close up that side. Airbrush, hair styling rather, hair details. Come here and just close it up. It's just to see if you have watched my shots, you'll see that the shots how long it took me sometimes to work on those images. But the shots just to make it just makes everything in 30 seconds and we are done bam. And makes it look like it's easy. But this is the step-by-step process of how to do it. Don't bother if it covers the lines, we still correct it. So let's do like okay. Let's come back here. Let's go back to the back as the inking brush. Sure it's there. Okay. Black. So you come back here and just neat it up. Okay. No. Okay. Make it some wobbly hands there. But it doesn't matter. You can always correct it if you make a mistake. So don't be scared to make mistakes. All right, so that looks good. That looks good too. So now that we have this here, we can now go to our coloring and do some coloring. Okay, so let's work with some blue. Okay, let's make it some light, bright blue. So we can come here and do this. That looks good, right? Cover it up here. Okay, okay, let's put some more blue here. Okay, let's come here and just do some more blue, blue, blue. Oh, the lines must have been. Go back to our back wheel brush, inking, go to the black, just correct it there. So let's bring this like this here. So go back to the blue. I'm gonna cover it up like that. Make all this blue, 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 blue. I think so. I think we're fine with that. blue. So we can come here and pick. Let's try and something deep. Yeah. So we can come here also and just do something like this. All right. And oh, sorry. It must have been come back to the box rethinking, go to the value and just cover it up wherever you made a mistake. Cover it up. Well, it's covered. Sure there are no mistakes again. Go back here. Yeah. Okay, leave that portion out. Just you can come here. Ooh, give it a nice. You can make it a lighter version. Just this. Okay. Mm. Do this here also. Okay. Let's take it here also. Let's move it up a bit. Um, okay. That's better. So we can come here also and just um, make some more. Make this that light blue. Go back here and just make this light blue. Go back here. Cover this up. So we are starting to come back here and just do this. Okay. So we'll come back to the blue. Let's make this blue, blue, yellow, greenish yellow. Okay. So we come here and make it yellow. Let's make it some deeper yellow. Let's come here and just do some blue, orange, color. So it should be orange. Let's make some blue here. Blue, blue, yellow, blue, blue, okay, yellow, okay, blue, blue. uh, put some orange. Yeah. Okay. Blue. Okay. So come to the yellow, 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 blue, green. I'm sure you expect me to say yellow. green. Okay, put some green also. Green, something orange. Okay, put some color. Just a mix of colors. So this looks good. And so you can come here again and just let's make it a lighter shade. Okay, let's touch the ears. Make it a bit lighter too. In the deeper shade. Okay, do the inner ears. All right. So we want to come to the hair and also just touch here, touch here also. So the back of the pen. So we want to go, let's make it thicker. So we want to cover up the eyes. Shiny. So hmm, I see a mistake. Okay, now we have to correct this. White. So this, let's go for something a bit more gold, just a bit more. Yeah, want to make it a bit more fierce looking. Let's deepen this a bit. All right, so we come here and put some white just around the eyes area. And so bam, we have that. Come here. Okay. So now we go to the paint. Let's just neat up some portions. It's wider. Round brushing. Come on. Let's cover portions there. So blue. Just neat it up at the corners. So that yeah, so having done that, you can go back here, just pick the black, cover up this nose. Just make it neat. So, okay. So we come back to the pen. Oops, sorry. That's inking pen, Barker's view. So take, bring it down a bit. Just to give it that cartoony, it looks like, to give it the cartoonish feel. Okay, so you come to the eraser tool and just neat all the edges here. So, oops, okay. So from here also and just cover all the lines here. Cover up all the lines here. So you cover this up here. So you covered. So so you okay. So so you just tape it around here. Give it that shadow act. So so I think we're the so we have in our hands a hip. So we are not done yet, but just we can just give it some very faint strokes of lines around here. Just give it that outy kind of feel. Okay, so you can pick some white now. Just you can just tape the edges like this. Just increase the opacity. No, reduce it a bit. Reduce it a bit. Just go ahead and tape the edges like that. Okay, give it some shiny look around the edges. So use it more. Let's get to that side too. Okay, I think then come here also and let's do the same thing. Yeah, so you can give it some, yeah, so just give it some white lines. Yes. Still be illuminate. Trace it around. Some white effect just going around it like that. So if yeah, we're done. So we have in our hands a lovely egg. And so don't forget to complete the sorry, flax meal black. So cover this up very well. So release this a bit, cover it up. And give it that yellow look. All right, so you're good. So we have in our hands a lovely looking egg. So that comes to the end of this tutorial. I trust you learned something and trust it will help you to be able to do the same. So you know what to do. Just like and like it, subscribe, and also ring the bell for more tutorials to come. In the next one, we're still going to do some more jungle animals. And also, in the coming days, we'll have more abstract art. So stay tuned for more and have a lovely day, everyone.